Dude, I'm glary.
We're really glary, actually.
We're really glary.
How the heck do we do this?
No, that's better. I'm glary now.
Hello, fiends, and welcome to this week's live stream.
What's up?
Tyler, you're an angel.
I look crazy right now.
What if we turn the lights off behind? What if we just turned this way?
What way?
Like if I turn the computer this way.
Oh, so I'll just slide over. It'll be okay.
Just slide over.
Yeah, I'll bring Krusty in. This is your first Krusty view of the stream, guys.
Can you guys hear us? We are not wearing lavs. This is just webcam.
Yes.
This is webcam.
Hello. Krusty's here.
I look like such a mad scientist. My hair is so askew.
Yeah.
Awry. My hair has gone awry.
Welcome, guys. We are reading the chat. If you guys can't hear us, let us know.
Alexia says we can hear.
Okay. That's good.
Literally look at this.
What is that? Oh, look at that. It's kind of like, when people like touch that static electricity ball. You know, the thing at like
just
art institutes? Yeah, it's just you.
Maybe I just have like a strong electro current running through my body.
You know what though? We're on that velvet couch, we're on that blue couch that we usually do our live streams from. And that does create a lot of static electricity. So
there's so much going on. We're on this couch because we have very little furniture. And turns out, guys, I developed a cyst on my butt. So
it's a lot of information.
So
we actually went to the hospital.
Yeah, they injected it.
Yeah.
And so we were gonna edit on the floor, but we can't because my butt hurts.
They didn't inject your cyst. They injected a numbing agent into your cyst.
They injected a numbing agent into my cyst and then they drew the water out.
It was I think that it was in our wedding video that we said that we would pop everything in an unsavory corner.
I said I would pop your pimples in unsavory crevices, but little did you know that my unsavory crevice was up first.
There was an attempt made on the cyst's life that led to a hospital visit.
Evelyn Lessard says, pick?
No, actually, I was so paranoid about taking a photo of it for exactly like that, get hacked.
Like the, what's that?
It was called The Fappening, right?
No, the movie with Cameron Diaz in it.
Sex tape,
where it's like two like old parents make a sex tape and then it like goes to the cloud.
Yeah, exactly. I was afraid. And they'd be like, yo, we have nudes of Sophia. And then you open it up and just like your cyst on your butt. And then be like, wow, what?
That would be the opposite of the fappening. It would be the retracting. The shriveling.
There's this movie. It's called like Pulse or Vibe. I don't know which one. It's got Dave Franco and Emma Roberts in it. And they're like, everyone watches on these screens them do like a game of truth or dare or something. And they have to do it. And if they don't, they'll die or something. And the only way you can get people to stop is if everyone logs off at the same time. So they trick I'm not going to spoil the movie, but it's almost like that would have everyone turn off the internet at once. It's like if they found it, they would like shut it down, But
that's all to say that it's very painful.
Yeah.
Why did we start talking about this? Oh, because we are on our couch. Yeah,
yes,
guys, there's like literally so much happening. Last time we talked to the Fiends was like about a month ago, I would say about a month ago, like early mid-December. So basically, I mean, there's so much to talk about.
There's a lot of updates.
Yeah. So first off, we haven't been streaming in a second because basically earlier than that, but from mid-December till basically the first week of January, we were just like completely locked in an editing hole, just like editing our wedding videos, basically.
Yeah, plural. So,
videos.
That was like that history wedding video. It was the wedding cake video, which was a monster.
That was so hard.
And then it was a black.
It was really difficult.
And then it was the black wedding dress. Yeah, that video is 38 minutes, and like it was an hour and 15 before we started editing it.
It was such a monster.
Yeah, it was like thousands of hours of editing.
It was like
kind of crazy.
That was probably the hardest video we've ever made, which is kind of wild.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun, and I love it. And then we had the black wedding dress video, and then we had the wedding video.
And so we were just working like basically straight through the holidays.
We
let our team not do that.
Yeah.
We let them go home and see their families and stuff. But like we basically edited like straight through Christmas, basically
through New Year's. Yeah.
Yeah. And then basically immediately after that, we moved.
Yes. Which I think some of you guys are picking up on.
Immediately after that, we moved. We had found our new place like around when we were getting married.
The
like
week
around,
of more or
around
less,
like
yeah.
October, November of last year, but we didn't want to like move in the middle of trying to put out all those videos.
Yeah.
So we put off actually moving until January. And so then the week after we posted the dance video and the wedding video, we posted the same week.
Yeah.
We basically spent the whole week with Practically Perfect, our favorite professional organizers, off camera. We didn't film this because it was just like so much, but we basically decluttered our entire old place.
Because we clutter crap. To be honest, I mean, like good stuff. We clutter as a verb. Like we're like
cluttered.
Like there's so much stuff that we like amassed over the years in which we've really been working on the channel. So there's like there was one pile of paper makeup which was like a video we never produced.
A video we never made. We were going to make it in like May 2017,
and it's also
we never made it.
It's uniquely expensive stuff. It was a disaster. But like there's like all of this stuff that's there. And so we had to go through it, and it was like multiple garages worth of things that we had to donate, move on from. We literally
filled up, and a lot of it was like old video props, a lot of video props that we bought for early videos, but never ended up making, I would say. Some of it, but a lot of it was also just like personal crap. Like I literally went through an entire filing cabinet full of papers that I wrote in college. I was like, why did I keep these? Like, why did I've never looked at it since I graduated. I was like, this has to be recycled. We can't be doing this anymore. We can't be lugging around just like 7 years of crap.
It was like, how Marie Kondo says she loves mess? This might have taken her to a limit. But the other thing of it was that like we maxed out like a Habitat for Humanity truck. And they're like,
oh, Ty, you're blurry. I'll turn that one off. I think that's the problem.
Maxed out a Habitat for Humanity truck, and then they had to get another one. No, so we're not even done with that. They're coming back for another round. And
is that better?
Maybe. Yeah, it's better. And actually it's funny. Originally my parents came out to help us like declutter and move. And then like I mean, there's no like there's no sensitivity around it. They got replaced. I was like, okay, you don't understand the magnitude.
You don't understand how much we need to declutter.
Well, it was funny because I was driving with my mom because we did have to transport this, like one of our giant lipsticks that we made. It was for like that promotional video where Sophia was dressed as like a Santa Claus in the truck. We had to drive that across Los Angeles. And I was talking to my mom in the car and I was like, you just weren't up to task. We had to basically replace you with someone who was going to be a little bit more heartless. And iron fisty, and just to get rid of all of that stuff. But it was kind of crazy.
So that's what we did. And then basically the week after that was this past week in which we moved. We actually, once we decluttered, we moved basically. And we are semi moved in, I would say. We have like all of our old crap like here. We have still like a lot of stuff to do. Like we have to set up our editing room. We have to set up our filming room. We have to like put our twinkle lights, hammer them into the wall. We have to put our like audio, which you've been dragging around. We have actually our first video back mostly filmed already.
And finished. Hey, bourbon. Someone said, where's Krusty? So I'm bringing him in. He just got a bath 2 days ago.
I know. He's so soft now.
Yeah.
He's so pleased with himself. He's feeling himself is what I'm trying to say.
He onto my arm and onto our sidewalk. Yeah.
He literally, you guys will like this. Basically, we found, because we used to take him to the groomer at his vet. Like his vet used to have a groomer person like come every Saturday. So like if you made a Saturday appointment, you could like also get him groomed.
Yeah.
But we moved a bit far away from there, and also it's just like a bit of a trek to put him in the carrier and do the whole thing. So we found a mobile groomer who comes with a van with a grooming station in the back. And it's like for bougie pets, I would say. Like it's like a bougie pet service. So they parked outside of our house, and we like came out with Krusty to like hand him off so she could like start, washing him and stuff. And we were Tyler was holding Krusty like a baby, like he likes to be held. And out of nowhere, you just see a little, like, literally like a water gun was squirting, like, out of Krusty's butt. And I was like, and they took Tyler and I probably about 2 to 3 seconds to realize that it was Krusty who was projectile peeing on us. It was literally like a sprinkler.
Because he was standing, he was like this. And sorry. No, sorry. He was sitting like that.
That's NSFW.
And then it was just flying down our sidewalk. but he got really clean. And then and someone was asking, does he like the new place? And the answer is like there are like a lot of nooks and crannies. Our previous place was like really, really open. So it almost, I think, like made him feel a little bit exposed.
Our previous place was like super open floor plan and concrete.
Yeah.
So I think he never really thought he was inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like he felt like he was like on a porch the whole time.
Like just like a nice quadrant of like of a dumpster. Yeah.
So I think he feels more like there's cover here.
Yeah.
I think when we get more furniture in this place, then he'll feel a lot better.
Yes.
But I think he's liking it.
Yeah, and you know, Danny Demos, it's the latest and greatest chat, says, how did he handle the move? To be honest, like he squawked a lot when we moved last time, and this time here's what he does. He like bona fide lives under the covers for like hours of the day because he wants to be like hidden. And there was like a sofa that the previous tenants had left here and he was hiding under, and then he just went to town on it with his claws.
Ripping it up. Yeah.
So there's been
we could keep it. Just kidding. Can't.
Bumps and bruises with the move for Krusty. But I mean, honestly, he's been quieter, which I usually think is like the kitty universal sign of I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
So,
no. He's definitely settled in. I'd say there was probably like for the first like 6 hours he was here, he was just walking around and going, "Rah! Rah!" And then after that, he's really settled down. Evelyn Lessard says, can I ask why you guys moved? Yeah, for sure. Basically, we filled our old house full of crap from top to bottom. Yeah. So we needed a declutter and also more space for sure.
Yeah.
And we were also, besides that, it was both because we wanted a change of, we wanted to change the area that we were living in.
Yeah.
And also the old house was very concrete, very glass, and very metal. And I think it had started to take its toll both on our literal legs. Like there were videos that we filmed that were like literally painful because we had to stand on concrete for so long.
Example would be like the Bath and Body Works candles video. It was kind of physically taxing because it'd be like we filmed that video over like 4 nights actually, and it would be like 8 hours of soft standing on our legs.
And that's like draining, one example of why that was bad. And the other example is that when they built, LA is not built for rain at all, but when they built that house, basically they like put like oil in certain crevices to like make it fit together, I would say.
Yeah.
And so when it rained, the oil would like run down into our house basically and like ruin stuff. I think that the short answer is that we fed up with it.
There's like a little thing. This is like obviously a problem that pertains very much to like our line of work, is that when we be like recording things, like because the house was so concrete, glass, and metal, that like when the temperature outside would change, even like small degrees, it would contract. And so it would make loud clicking noises or like loud banging noises, and made it like actually pretty tricky to film, do audio, do different things. It was really
difficult to soundproof. Like we tried multiple times and it just didn't work out because of how glass and metal it was. And like how, like basically it was just like a glass box. So everything was a window basically that you couldn't open. It was cool when we first moved in because we moved from like a really small place. So we just needed more space, but then I think we just outgrew it. And then we realized like if we were going to make it our studio long-term, it was gonna be really frustrating.
Yeah.
So we wanted a place that was less glass, less metal, that we could like settle in and make our studio for a longer period of time.
And our main goal has also been to find a place that has a little bit more walkability so we can get out and stretch our legs. We are like doing the office / living thing, and it's not as much of an issue if you can get out and just walk around and feel like you can like have a sidewalk and stuff. And so I think that the area that we chose is a lot more walkable than our previous one, which wasn't like hyper dangerous or anything like that, but it was just, it didn't have the kind of things we wanted to walk to, or like it closed really early, or just wasn't really so it wasn't able to replicate. I mean, like you probably have heard this from people about Los Angeles, that it's a very like suburban sort of feeling city where you like drive to places, but you don't really walk to places. And Sophia, grew up in Chicago, where she's just very used to like walking in a city. And I think that like for our personal sort of like living experience, we just wanted to have more of an ability to get out and like to see other human beings on the street.
Completely agree.
Yeah. So that was what we're kind of going for too.
Yeah. This is a quick question I want to answer. Jessica Zimmer says, Sophia, was the bat robe in your wedding video custom made? No, it did take a long time to get to me because I think the designer makes it to order, but it's by this person. I think the line is called Agashi by Christina O. And she makes a lot of like Batwing lingerie, I guess I would say.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
If I recall, it wasn't like crazy priced, right? It was kind of like a good price, right?
Her stuff is like it's not like super expensive, but it's like not cheap.
Okay,
yeah,
I wasn't sure.
Cheap.
Yeah, okay, got it.
It's not super cheap. Okay, cool. So that is what we're up to and what we're doing. I guess we wanted to stream obviously so we could check in with you guys and let you guys know what we're up to basically. I think that some people are asking for a house tour. Now, we thought about it, and just like being like completely honest, we sort of talked to people who cautioned us against doing a house tour because they said people can like, not you guys, not like everyone, but like, a creeper person could like screenshot like images from our video of like our rooms and then reverse Google image search and find like where we're living.
Yeah.
So I think that what we're going to do probably is like, we definitely want to do some kind of like house makeover type videos over the next year or so. Multiple years, as long as it takes.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do it like room by room kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't really probably not going to do like a full on house tour, but we'll probably do something like a backyard makeover or like a bedroom makeover or something like that.
We have a fair amount of like sort of like fun renovation-y type videos that we think could be cool. And that we can try to fit them into sort of our style, and like they could be, sort of like a renovation type thing plus something fun on top,
Probably more redecoration than true renovation.
We don't want hammers.
Yeah,
this is not a
demo day situation.
Thing. It's but we will probably do some of those videos just because they're fun, and also we know that like you guys and a lot of people enjoyed like when we did like the closet organization type stuff, and not that we've already done that, but like those are fun,
like that,
and so that's definitely something we want to work on. So that will be like the best way to get little tidbits of spaces and stuff.
Yeah, and we'll definitely it's not that we don't want to share that stuff with you guys. I think it's just that like the full house tour is something we're not going to do, but we'll definitely figure out like little somethings here and there. Maybe we'll try and get Mr. Kate in here.
Well, I just literally, as you said, like
Kate
Kayla Higgins
Baby
says, if you're doing makeover stuff, collab with Mr. Kate. I think that,
we'll figure out. I think that we should definitely, I think there's some things that we want to do more, not bizarre, but more experimental furnishings with. But I think that we can definitely section off like a part of the house that Mr. Kate.
I agree.
Can collab with her.
I think one way to put it is
Mr. Kate and Baby.
We kind of want to get some of our, how do I say this? Like our chops doing some of this kind of stuff too. We want to get a little experience. So we definitely have in mind places that we can have Mr. Kate help out. And then also, or, I don't want to, Mr. Kate doesn't want to. I don't want to, say we're definitely working with her, but
that's true. We haven't talked to Mr. Kate. This is completely on one-sided.
Yeah, she's like,
it's one-sided right now.
No, but we definitely have some of those ideas bouncing around. But should we get to the slightly unfun portion of the update, do you think, Saf? Or
sure. I mean, I think that we're just talking through like some of our like goals and stuff.
Yeah, so which we also have some other ones that we can also share with you guys as well.
Yes. Basically right now it's 2020. It's 2020.
Yeah.
It's a new year. And I think that Tyler and I'm just gonna be like super candid and honest. Tyler and I like had a lot of conversations about like what our goals were for this year and what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
I think that in the last few years we've had so much fun making all of our content, doing all of our content. But we've also made a lot of not mistakes,
right?
But we've made mistakes that we're learning from and we're trying to get better. And as we enter like the 4th year of our channel, I think that we've sort of, what we want to do is we want to streamline our operations so we can make sure that we are able to like stay on YouTube long term.
Yeah.
So we don't like not burn out in like an emotional or mental way, but like literally physically burn out physically. You know what I mean? So we don't just like run out of bandwidth and get too tired and like all that kind of stuff. And so I think last year, one of our biggest problems was that we made a lot of, I am super proud of every video that we made last year. And I was really creatively fulfilled by every video that we made last year. But I think what we did is we got ourselves in like a bit, like two major pockets of videos where it's like, we had all of our Asia trip videos, which were amazing in my opinion, but like really difficult and like hard.
Really fun. Yeah.
Really fun, but really difficult for us to make on like our end, and took up a lot of our bandwidth and a lot of late nights, a lot of like, you know, I think that I said this, that we didn't take a day off basically from when we got back from Asia until
after the wedding.
Literally the day after the wedding.
Yeah, the day
and I think
after.
that the day after the wedding was the only day we took off from like
until the end of the year.
May until
we started moving.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah. And this hasn't been like a really restful week either.
Yeah. And so I think, and I think that also happened with the wedding videos is like, I had so much fun planning the wedding. I mean, I also liked getting married, but like, you know, that planning the wedding was like a really fun thing that we wanted to share with everyone. And like the wedding block of videos were like super fun, but they were also so hard.
Yeah.
And I think that we maybe underestimated that, but we also got ourselves like locked in of like, this is our wedding series. So it has to go like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
We can't go like a less intense video or a video we already know how to make off and then come back to it. So, and this is like really like a long tangent. And I hope you guys
don't have to be scared also or stressed.
Don't be scared.
It's not like we're going to say that it's just that it just pertains to sort of how we're approaching this year, because we have a lot of things planned.
And so basically when we came into this year, my thought was what I want to do is I want to settle into our new place, but I also want to like settle into our content a little bit. And I want to basically make videos where we don't lock ourselves into like making a lot of hard videos in a row. I want to be able to like alternate videos that maybe are formats that we're more familiar with, so we can, you know, kind of like balance that with like really the harder challenge videos. We don't just go, we're going to make the hardest videos all in a row, basically. And so we're able to kind of like take a day off every once in a while, you know what I mean? But also so we're able to basically have the channel be like sustainable long term. And so what we're trying to do basically is do 2 videos a month on the main channel. And what we're actually really hoping to do is like do alternating weeks. Like every other week we'll have like a video on the main channel. And then on the off weeks that we don't have a video on the main channel, what we're really hoping to do is bring back Tyler's channel, the second channel. So we'll do like every other week videos on the main channel and every other week videos. So in the off weeks, we'll have a video on Tyler's channel, which will be not less good videos in any way, but like sort of like a little bit smaller scale videos, what I would say.
Right.
Whereas like a lot of the videos on our main channel, and like I'm love them, super proud of them, like don't want to change the content that we're making on the main channel at all, but they're also difficult. Some of them take months to film. Some of them take weeks to film. Some of them you have to wait for things to arrive. You don't know when they're going to come.
They all take hundreds of hours of editing.
And they take a lot of editing. So basically what we're trying to do is do more things that we can film in one day, kind of.
On my channel.
On the second channel, the second channel.
Because there's still like really cool stuff that we can try and do. And we've actually already basically scheduled it out to like June, July. And that's only what we've put on the schedule. It's not even like our ideated, you know, brainstorm document. Yeah.
And obviously we're not gonna be able to jump into that like right away.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to go like, oh, well now we're gonna post like 4 times a month when we haven't been able to do that in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna basically scale in, like ease into that sort of with like 1 video a month on Tyler's channel, building up to 2. I think that that's something we're really hoping to do. And I think that that would, I mean, I'm hoping that like you guys, the audience would like that more, because it would be able to it would make us able to get more content out while not sacrificing not feel like we're sacrificing anything on the main channel in terms of like trying to pump videos out, or also like overextending ourselves to try and pump videos out as we get older and more tired.
Can I jump in?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the words I think that definitely is kicking around is just consistency. Is that, you know, we want to be able to get to you guys more consistently, and that's on, you know, I guess on my channel, but also on Sophia's channel, on the main channel, is getting to you guys with that consistency. So when we talk about like different formats, like one of the things that was happening was that like every single video had to be sort of structured and scripted, which is not how we've done the videos traditionally at all. I mean, if you think about like all of our like the internet made me buy them series, like those aren't scripted. They were like sort of, we do a let's play, we buy something, and then we have this like second portion of the video. And like if you and that includes like, you know, that Wish video with the Wish wedding dresses, like those videos are like that. And then after Asia, basically every video we had like just these masses of content. We had to basically structure it, script it, write it.
Because we were filming on the go.
Because we were filming on the go.
So we couldn't like format it while we were filming it in a different country.
Exactly. And so those videos would require, you know, tons of research, which, and again, like as Saf has alluded to, we don't want to stop doing these videos. We want to do them, but we want to have sort of more of a mixed match of different formats and try to be sort of more strategic about how we do them. So it's not just like an endless slog that can't be sort of handled. And there is definitely like in prior years, there's been an ability to have like a day off here and there because we have more of a mixed match. And we kind of got a little bit into a structure or like a schedule where we had harsh deadlines. Like we had the ColourPop collab, we had, you know, getting the Asia videos done before that. Then we had the wedding, and then we had like, oh, let's get these out before we have to move. So it kind of felt like we were on this like crazy treadmill that was built through scheduling deadlines. That was sort of, as Safa said, they were fulfilling totally, but physically they were definitely draining. And we had to keep going here.
Like, I was super proud of every video that we made, but it was just, we were just pulling all-nighters left and right.
Yeah.
And it was just a little bit, it was just unsustainable is what I would say. It's like, I think that back in my college days, I could pull all-nighters like nothing. And now I'm like, after an all-nighter, like we lose the next day and then I face plant.
But you know what, Saf, to be completely fair, it's not like you were really face planting. It was like, well, this is the fourth all-nighter in like 3 weeks. So like that's like, even in college, like that's the different, it was like sort of the frequency was kind of crazy. So I think that like, we definitely want to be able to get you guys more consistently. Like there's nothing that we like less than like, you know, not hitting our schedule, because we're really, really excited about the videos we have them scheduled out really far right now. Like we're really excited for this schedule. And so often like we'll love the schedule for a year and then we'll have to be like, oh, we can't do this video for XYZ reasons. Either we didn't plan it right because we were, you know, we didn't plan ahead of time enough, or because we're like, you know, maybe a little tired. And so we want to try to not let that happen and keep getting to you guys with that frequency so you guys like the videos and get to see them.
And so basically our plan to achieve that is for us to set up our studio before we really jump into posting this year. Yeah. And also to remove like harsh deadlines out of our schedule as much as possible. Yeah. Which last year it was like tons of harsh deadlines. Like we're going to Asia, or, you know, we have to post the ColourPop video when it launches. So we have to finish the Asia videos before that, or we're getting married here, or like the year is ending. You know what I mean? It was like a lot of that kind of stuff where like, there was so many dates in the schedule. So we're trying to like lift those out. So like if we posted a day later, I mean, listen, we always posted a day later, just so you guys know. We have every video we've posted. We plan to post it the day before we posted it actually.
Yeah, probably.
Like that doesn't affect, like, it's not a domino effect of like, oh crap, then that means that the last video we have to pull like 4 all-nighters in a row to get it done and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're trying to basically remove harsh deadlines from our schedule. And we're also trying to like figure out our bandwidth balance. That's all to say that the question that involves you guys and us is, what do we do with the live streams? Obviously, because that's the question that, not the question that's most relevant to you guys, but also a question that, you know, you guys pay $2 a month to see live streams, or it's $2 a month, right? $2 a month to see live streams. And right now we're kind of in a moment where we're like trying to figure out our bandwidth and like reallocate it. So like what happens with the live streams? Yeah. And what I'll say is that like, we've had a really great time live streaming. We appreciate all of you guys being here. We've like, you know, talked to a lot of people, we're really thankful for you guys, that you guys are here and you guys are supporting us and you guys want to see this kind of content. And I think that when we put up the membership thing in the first place, I think that like what we said was like, come watch us while we figure out live streaming. And I think that for our team as well, like it was a really great experience to get to like figure out how to, I mean, obviously we're streaming off a webcam right now, like how to figure out the TriCaster and like the streaming service and like the blah, blah, blah. Like there's just a lot of cool stuff that we figured out. But I think that as we go forward, we're a little bit unsure where the live stream kind of fits in. Not to say that like, basically, like, I think that here's what I'll say. Right now, I don't think we have the bandwidth to live stream in the same way we've been doing it with on the main channel.
Yeah.
What I'll say, and I think that also, like, I don't think that means that we want to get rid of the live streams, basically. I don't think that that means that we never want to live stream again. But what's interesting to me about the live streams, and one of the reasons I was interested in doing it in the first place was because we're pretty good friends with Matt and Stephanie from Game Theorist, and they have like a really like robust live streaming schedule, I would say. Like they have like a whole channel dedicated to it. They like edit their live streams and repost them. They have like a whole situation for it. And I think that some of the bandwidth right now that's going towards our weekly live streams will probably be reallocated to the second channel.
Yeah.
But maybe we could do something like a monthly live stream on our Tyler's channel or something like that. Because I think that doing public live streams on the main channel right now is something that's a little intimidating because we're not sure like how the general audience would react to that. But I think a second channel audience is maybe more like would be more receptive to that kind of stuff. And I think that the other thing about it is that like I also don't want to make you guys pay $2 a month if we're no longer putting up our end of the bargain of doing weekly live streams.
Yeah.
And so we've talked to our like YouTube partner about it. And basically she said that if we cancel the live stream, like if we cancel the membership program on our end, you guys will get refunded for January.
Yes.
So
when we're live streaming. When
we are not, yeah, basically. So I think that our plan right now is that we're going to go forward with canceling the membership program. So you guys aren't paying for something that we're not able to give you right now. And I think that we're going to reconsider where the live stream fits into our content strategy going forward. Not strategy. I don't mean strategy to sound like weird and like corporate-y, but like where it fits into like our schedule sort of, our bandwidth.
Yeah.
And if I had to guess, I think it will fit in best on the Tyler channel at a later date at a more infrequent frequency.
Do you mind if I chime in?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that the big thing, again, is consistency. And I think that we don't, I see a lot of people saying we could do like a monthly one. I think that we probably don't feel that comfortable having a membership sort of like price wall if we're not posting weekly and we only do it monthly. But I did also see people say like, we could stream on my channel. And I think that is the vision, is that we aren't going to probably rule out outright doing live streams. And we're also not going to rule out the idea of doing membership live streams into, perpetuity. I think for right now, as we try to kind of get all of our sort of resources and our bandwidth and like sort of ourselves and the business settled, I think that we don't like that in January we had to disappear the whole month. It made us feel uncomfortable that we weren't able to stream. And so we don't want, there's just to be like this endless charge for you guys that we're just kind of hanging out and we're not actually producing this content. But I do think that like doing a live stream on my channel, where it doesn't have to have a price wall would be fun. And then we can then use that as a method for us to, do this kind of content where we can go to you guys. And I agree with Sophia's point that there is like an intimidating element to maybe doing on Sophia's channel, just because it's not something we've done for years and years and years. And then, I think you have to like then have a lot of like moderators and you have to figure out how to like sort of handle like like a large like volume and stuff. So it's just, that's kind of the mode of it. You know, I do see people are requesting like, you know, Patreons and stuff. These are things that we aren't like outright ruling out. It's just more like, what we feel like it would be great to be able to, you know, develop this consistency of content on the channel in terms of video posting, you know, so that's one of our major goals for the year. And then when it comes to things like Patreons or these memberships, like once there is that relationship developed where there's like that monthly payment, like we really have to, from our end, deliver, or else it just really doesn't feel right, you know? So until we really feel like we can handle all of these different bandwidths, we just don't, it doesn't sit right with either of us, I think, you know?
Yeah. And I think that things that we've considered, because I think that things that we've considered maybe is like basically just doing the same kind of membership thing on the second channel, on Tyler's channel, which obviously we could, I think there are all these things, and we'll definitely like announce like what we do. We're not going to just so we're going to let everyone know, like the main audience, if we decided to like change and do a membership on Tyler's channel, or if we're going to start live streaming somewhere else, we would definitely announce it. So you guys should definitely, like, you would be able to see that, is what I'm trying to say. But I think that right now, I just think that, yeah, I have nothing to say. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just that, you know, when you guys were signing up, we sort of had, you know, marketed it with the idea that we were going to be doing weekly live streams. And it's just that it's felt tricky for us to do them with what we believe to be a good consistency and a good quality from our end. And so it's something that if we can try to fine tune things, then we'll feel more comfortable doing that kind of stuff. But we do have to kind of, I think, figure out the consistency with the main channel and with the second channel, and do that. And then we can then explore different creative options and stuff. But we also are always kicking around content ideas that we can get to you guys beyond those. We're always trying to figure out what else we can do that'd be fun. And that was sort of one of the impetuses behind doing the live stream in the first place. It was like, hey, you know, this is something we can do and try to experiment with live streaming and stuff. And it's great to have, you know, we want to see what it was like. And it's been a great experience in terms of like, and I saw someone say before, like, that they used to like love like that next beat format where it'd be like a smaller group and really interact with you guys. And that's way the best part for us. It's so fun to develop relationships with you guys and interact with you guys. It's so fun for us. And, you know, as Sophia alluded to, we have a relationship with Matt and Stephanie at Game Theorists, and like that was one of the original sort of motivations behind them doing their live stream, is to get to market more and to be able to interact with you guys. And they were doing it like every day for a while there. So I mean, we totally hear that. It's just that we haven't been able to do that, and so for us, it just feels a little queasy inducing probably from our end. Is like, well, we're not doing what we said we were going to do. Yeah, and so that's kind of tricky.
Yeah, I think that I saw a good comment. Rachel B said, start membership on Tyler's channel with monthly live streams, which is like kind of our idea, but we're not ready right now to start that. I think that honestly, how I feel, and this is kind of how I felt, this is also me just being like candid and honest, how I felt is like, my favorite part about what we do is making videos, even though I like think it's like a cool opportunity to like do other things like merch or collabs or like just like stuff outside. I don't mean collabs like video collabs. I mean like color pop. Like I think it's like cool and interesting and like a space I'm interested in. But like, I think that what we do best and what I like the most is making videos. And so I think right now, honestly, as we like look ahead to the future where we're like, well, we want to be on YouTube. We want to be on YouTube. Like if you guys will have us or create content for a while, like that's what we want to do. We should streamline it and focus on it and get that running smoothly before we take on more.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so I think that not that the memberships or the live streaming is like a lot more, but it is something that is an extra thing on top of what we want to make sure we're streamlining and doing well. And so I think that it'll take us a little while before we're ready to add that stuff back in.
Well, I think that one way to say it also is that like everything that we want to create, we want it to be strong. And I think that like there has been this feeling sometimes in the back of our heads that like the live stream, like we haven't been able to bring all of the energy that we would want to it. in terms of like the behind the scenes production and planning and stuff, and so like I think that's one way to think of it. But again, like really the best part, and I see a lot of the chats being like that you guys love interacting with us. That's like totally been super fun. I mean, I think that when we did Next Beat, we used to do that all the time, and we really missed that component of it. And so
I agree.
It's going to be something we really miss.
There's two things I want to address. One, Caitlin Hart says maybe you could do the odd Instagram live every once in a while. That sounds interesting. We'll figure it out. I know some people do that a lot.
Yeah.
We'll see if that's something we can figure out. Elijah Wong says, what will happen to the old live streams? That
might be something we have to talk to.
They are unlisted links.
Mm-hmm.
So they are not linked to the membership, so they will not be deleted. They will not go away. But if you guys want to keep viewing them, I would like save that URL somewhere because the posts might be deleted, if that makes sense. But the videos themselves are just unlisted links. Like they're just unlisted videos, basically. I would very much appreciate it if you guys would not repost them anywhere, just because I think that just it wasn't meant to be posted like to the main YouTube place, like the main YouTube audience. But like if you guys want to rewatch them at your own leisure, I would save those links because those videos will not be deleted, but the posts might be. You might not be able to access those posts anymore after we deactivate the membership program.
Courtney Peacock says, when is that going to happen? We'll definitely give you guys more forewarning.
I would say
we have to do it before the end of the month.
We have to do it before the end of the month.
Yeah, but
there I found my mouse. Probably in about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one more additional thing, and obviously I'm like slightly belaboring it, is that like I think that we don't probably as we're trying to figure out, for lack of other phraseologies, our operations, we probably just don't feel like it's in good faith if we are sort of like letting you guys pay for monthly stuff while we're trying to figure something out.
I also think that I'm really thankful for all of you guys here as members, and I've had like a really good time live streaming. But I also think that in some ways that like if we were going to redo live streams, we'd probably like market it more. I think that the membership like program became sort of like a fun little experiment. And if we were going to jump back into live streaming like Twitch or something, we would want to do something, I think, that not that like we just want to let people know, I think, more, because I think that the membership kind of became like a little like corner.
Well, and
if that makes sense.
One of the things that Matt and Stephanie do that's really cool is that they like will take their like membership, or they'll take like their live stream and then they'll like kind of like make a supercut of it. So it's kind of like you can like watch it as a video.
Yeah.
And like we didn't feel comfortable posting that because you guys were paying for the membership, right? So we're like, well, we can't do that because that's not fair, because the whole idea is that we had this exclusive content. I think that the idea, to be honest with you guys,
because like Twitch isn't a bad idea, or like live streaming publicly with like maybe a moderated chat isn't a bad idea. Now that we have that infrastructure, like we figured out the what's that thing called? The TriCast. We figured it out, guys. The TriCaster and all that stuff.
Well, I think that basically probably exclusivity is kind of one of the elements of it. I mean, I think that it's great that we have like a small community that we can communicate. That obviously makes it easier. But I think that exclusivity can be a little funky because like we obviously want people to be able to see it and be able to get out to as many people as possible. So like that's probably like it's an awkward line to balance. We're like, well, it's like cut these up and then repost them, but they're supposed to not be seen by other people, or is that what we want?
It's awkward.
So paywalls are a little funky in that regard. So the idea is not to take away content with no intent of replacing content with other content. So we're definitely trying to get to market more. Or to be able to post and show you guys more of what we got. And as Saf has said, like one of our favorite things is making videos. Like we really love producing videos, making videos, being goofballs and joking and stuff. And so like we do have a lot of videos that we're excited about producing. So it's like what we're really trying to knock out for the year is just to get as many of those videos finished for you guys to watch. So that's gonna be really fun for us.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of, I keep losing my mouse. Like I don't know, it keeps rolling off. People are asking, Brigard23 says, will it be enough to save them in a private playlist on YouTube, or should we bookmark each video? I think that would probably be fine. Yeah, but I'm not sure.
I think
there's also one other question I saw. Where? I literally saw one. I saw one. Oh, Jessica Zimmer says, darn, I wish I had the links. This is my first one, but I get it. I would say that I think that all of when you, tell me if I'm wrong, I think when you sign up for the membership, you can see all of the previous posts. So you should be able to like rewind through the community tab and find them. But maybe that's not true. I'm not sure. Cool. Oh, also, in terms of the bats, if we restart the membership program, we'll bring back the bats.
Yeah, totally.
Even on Tyler's channel, we'll bring back the bats. Cool. Is that it?
Well, I do like the bats too, guys, to be honest. They're really awesome.
I know, I like the bats too. We'll figure it out. If we do Twitch, we'll bring out the bats too, because aren't they emoticons?
Well, I think if we do
TwitchCons,
if we do streaming on Twitch
Twitchmojis
or on YouTube, I think that we can feature like custom emoticons and stuff, and we'll let you guys jump back in there, grab those things.
And they're all good ideas, and like you guys are totally right that we could do that stuff. I think that we don't want to. I think that, and this is probably on me, because my impulse throughout my whole life has been like to bite off more than I can chew, and I think like for the first time, I'm trying to like not do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Well, there's just like a ton of yeah, I mean, and I have went over here like our goals for the year. Just because like, you know, it kind of sheds light a little bit into like what we're talking about, because beyond like sort of getting our videos done, like one of them is just like keep Krusty's litter box clean. You know what I mean? Like we're just trying to like just get better at doing, you know, managing different things. Yeah.
Yesterday, as I was lying on my back to protect my butt cyst from getting too inflamed.
What? I thought that was, did I react?
No, that's why I was laughing at you, because you didn't react at all. We like wrote down some of the goals that we had for this year. And basically a lot of them are like that. Basically, there's one. Can I say this one or no? I shouldn't say that one.
No, that might be controversial.
But yeah, a lot of it is like, you know, don't let our house get cluttered, like declutter every 6 months, actually put away our things when we're done using them, clean Krusty's litter box, you know, vacuum Krusty's litter. Yesterday I got really excited because I bought a fancy vacuum. Like we're trying to do that kind of stuff. We're trying to have more pre-production meetings. There's one. Wake
up and take a shower before the team gets here.
Go to the doctor is on the list.
We don't have a doctor that we know that's like near us. And like, so I mean, like it's things like that. It's like, we want to, Asaf has said a couple times in the streams, like we want to do YouTube as long as we can, you know, as long as you guys will have us, right? We just want, and so it's not just work-life balance. It's like literally structure, right? It's like having routines, like having things that work. And so, yeah, I mean,
one of them is get 3 days off a month.
Yeah, like that's all. So it's definitely like, you know, as long as we can keep producing videos, we want to develop the right systems, because, you know, really since the channel started, it's been a whirlwind. It's been really fast paced. And like what has happened is like people will come to us and be like, try this or do this, or this is something you could try. And it's all over the spectrum. It'll be like, do a collaboration, or like with a business, do a brand integration, or try this different, like, you know, do a podcast, do all these different things. And everyone has ideas. And so like when you go to like any of these conventions, like a VidCon or a playlist, or you go to any meeting with anyone, they're throwing these things at us. And what we have thought about was like, let's get really consistent making videos that we think are awesome. And then let's make more of them, you know? Yeah. So that's kind of like all of these things kicking around. And that's like sort of like objective numero uno. And that's sort of like our goal for this first part of the year, is to do that. And then from there we can grow, you know? I mean, I think that's why we say, like, you know, like the live streaming, doing memberships, doing a Patreon, doing a podcast, all these kind of things, they're not outright ruled out. There are things that are like, well, let's do one thing well, and then we can keep going forward. And I think that we love the videos we make, and we think, and we feel very happy with every video we posted in the last 2 years, 3 years, you know? And I think every video last year we love. Like we rewatch them and we'll be like, well, I know that sounds a little bit like, you know, listen to your own music, but we love watching the videos because it's a great way to kind of reground yourself. Like, hey,
a few months later after not tired of watching it anymore.
Yeah.
You watch it. Yeah.
Right. So, well, this is not the downfall of Softy on YouTube. We're fine. But we do, we want to try to just develop that consistency, get to market more. And then what we want to is we think we like the videos, but we want to do a better job doing the videos and completing them and getting more streamlined with that.
Yeah. And then just to address something really quick, Kristen says, is Tyler wearing a Schrute Farms shirt? Tyler, please show them the shirt.
Yes, this is
Sit up straight.
Soft got this for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a good shirt.
Visit historic Schrute Farms.
So
I did. I got it for Tyler for Christmas.
Yeah. So we're definitely that's sort of the update. Obviously, it's not something we're pumped about, but we also, this has been a fun stream for us in regards to getting you guys or telling you guys about sort of what we're thinking, where we're coming from, how things have been.
Caitlin Hart says, I can still dye your hair for 10 mil. Don't forget, my dudes. That's not the worst idea. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I let a subscriber dye my hair for 10 million subs.
Yeah.
That's not the worst one. It's better than Tyler gets a meet me at McDonald's and eventually loses all of his hair.
We're not sure if my hair can survive it.
The reason why, so I don't know if you guys know this, but what was I going to say? Oh, I'm not sure if you guys know this or remember this, but like a long time ago, we said like, oh, in the video where I dyed my hair for like 4 million subscribers or something, we mentioned that like if Tyler's channel ever got to 1 million subs, he would get a meet me at McDonald's haircut, which was like, it's like a high and tight sort of, but on top you perm it. So it's like a meet me at McDonald's, like it's like a Ronald McDonald poof on top. But I think I'm too scared to like perm Tyler's hair because I'm worried that all his hair is going to fall out. So that's it. That's all. That's the reason why.
My hair.
I don't think so.
But not that.
I don't think we're going to do that. Oh, they say die Krusty for 10 million
Yeah, I feel
subs. Krusty would not love that. Krusty barely tolerates being bathed. Cool. Is there anything else? Oh, everyone wants to see a mug. Go grab a mug.
Dude, I got a lot of really good mugs actually.
Oh, Audrey Leestrom says, please say literally die. I just saw Higher Education and loved it. Oh my God. Higher Education, I don't know if you guys know, is a web series that I made with a couple of my friends in college. And it is on YouTube, but
this one's cool.
I'm not going to advertise it.
It's kind of like an Easter egg. I saw someone like,
it's somewhere. It's somewhere online.
I saw someone like find like one of my old like college videos. It was on the No Context Tyler account. So these are two that I think are kind of cool. This is just like
Danny Demo says, "Do not die the cat."
This is
This
Hocus
is a good
Pocus.
one. Hocus Pocus. This was in our Instagram photo video hacks.
Oh, yeah,
remember?
it
I jumped into this mug.
Dude, you can see all the mugs right back there. Like
oh yeah, they're all back there.
Yeah, and then this thing Saf got.
I got that at Disneyland.
Yeah.
ASMR.
It's and it's like a, I think you can put crap in it, but it's it was from, we went to Disneyland around the wedding or after it or whatever it might have been. But it was fun. Yeah.
Was it? I think it was after. It must have been after. What I really want to do is I want to go back to Disneyland when I actually look cute and not just like a hermit, like after a day of like cleaning or editing. And I want to buy those bride and groom ears and make Tyler take pictures with me.
I think we're still going to do it. That was one of the things that we ran into actually around, well, look at my hair, around holidays, where it was like, we had all these like fun Instagrams planned and we didn't get to take any of them.
Yeah.
So
I still want to make them.
We want to try to do a little bit better on social media.
Tyler got me a really good Christmas present. Asymmetric jeans. I want to Instagram that.
Dude, they were like a lot of that ugly clothing. They were expensive.
People are also asking, Melissa Fortner and someone else, also Annalisa, and also other people asked, did we honeymoon yet? The answer is no.
No, we have not.
We moved. We edited and then we moved. I don't think we're going to get to take a honeymoon until probably a year from right now. Next January is the next best time for us to take a honeymoon. So I that's our plan.
You know, there was this thing that we saw on the internet that was like a travel thing. It's like that North Pole thing.
Oh, there's
but it's
some,
like
yeah.
it's this cool thing, but it's like so expensive that we're like, I don't know, like we don't usually like to pull threads when it comes to like.
So basically, what Tyler's saying is that there's this looks like sort of an extreme vacationing company that offers to help you camp in clear tents at the North Pole or in the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
So you can get a really good view of the Northern Lights. But you can only go in, oh my God, there's a hummingbird outside.
Yeah.
You can only go in April because that's when the winds are not too strong to stop an airplane landing.
But it's like,
and it's also $105,000.
Right. So like maybe like we can like,
if there was like I don't know, we obviously we couldn't pay for that just out of pocket. That's completely insane.
Maybe there's some kind of discount.
But like maybe
like we can go during the winds.
Maybe there's some influencer discount.
I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of like,
or maybe we could like see if there's like a brand who will sponsor us to go or something. But it would be really cool.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean like, yeah, no, not per person's a good question. I mean, like
per person.
If that's it's like, I don't even know.
Well, that's also like the Virgin Galaxy stuff. Like
that's what it's like.
Like the Virgin Galaxy stuff, it's $250,000 a seat.
Yeah.
To go to space, you cross what's that line called? The Kerman line or something? The Kermit line. The Kermit line. It's not called that, but that's the line that like delineates the Earth's atmosphere from space. You basically go up there. You like orbit for like 10, like, you enter orbit for like 10 minutes and then you come back.
You enter space
for 10 minutes
to leave it
for $250,000.
Really what you're doing is like what Laika did.
Yeah.
Right. The dog, like you're just going into space to then be able to go back into Earth's atmosphere.
Okay. Holly says the Kermit line. What? No, I swear that the line that delineates the Earth's atmosphere from space is not called the Kermit line.
It's not. I just looked it up.
It sounds like the Kermit line.
Between Earth and space. It's a thing. Kármán line.
The Kármán line.
You got pretty close. You got a K and an M. I'm not going to give you any points for a vowel.
You don't get points for R?
I think I should give you a point for
that.
And I think you got line. Like the frog.
Line.
Yeah. It's the Rainbow Connection. That's what he's actually
people are talking about the dog Laika who died in space, but I think that was like in the 50s and I think that was a Soviet dog. So I don't think it's like Richard Branson or whoever is the CEO of Galaxy.
Yeah.
Of Virgin, like sending, I think Justin Bieber has reserved a spot. Justin Bieber.
It's not available yet. Listen, Richard Branson, we all know, is a member of this live stream. Not only is he disappointed that we're stopping the memberships program, but he's also going to be suing us for libel because he has not sent a dog into orbit unsuccessfully, right? I mean, but
that was not. I'm just saying, like, it's been a while since that happened.
No, so, yeah, I was going to say like Sputnik, right? Sputnik.
It's been a while since that happened.
But Sputnik was a satellite.
I'm pretty sure Justin Bieber has reserved a seat and like someone else, but I know that Justin Bieber. He tweeted about it.
Justin Bieber.
He tweeted about it at least.
Yeah. Well, like,
the only reason he made Yummy was to try and make enough, dough to get to space.
You don't think he has enough dough to go to space?
You never know with celebrities.
That's true. Maybe he's like, you know what? I reserve a spot, fallen on rough times. I need to make a new song, go on tour to pay for my ticket because it's so ridiculously expensive. Just like going to the North Pole, which is also ridiculously expensive. And what's funny about the North Pole is it's not really somewhere people really want to go to.
The thing is, I don't really want to go to the North Pole, but it seems like cool to go.
It's like colder Canada. It's just, right? It's just like really cold. But it's, it would be, listen, hey, if you happen to be
what are we even talking about?
A part of the extreme touring to the North Pole company and you were looking to do a brand deal, let's do it. Okay, we'll take that photo where I'm standing behind Sophia and she's holding my hand.
Yeah.
We'll do the influencer.
Is an Instagram post enough?
We'll do it. We'll tag you. Okay. So
what's going on? How about we just leave Justin up there? I mean, listen, I'm not in charge. What should we do now? We've been streaming for about an hour.
Aladdin Bunny says, "Why don't you guys come to Latin America? It's a lovely place for vacation."
Honestly, it sounds more pleasant than the North Pole, so I'll give you that.
Does it cost $105,000 for us to travel there?
Definitely not.
But that does sound really nice and really fun, actually. So listen, a lot of good ideas, a lot of better uses of money than going to the North Pole. Even though I think Aurora Borealis would probably be cool to see.
I think you can also see them if you went to a Scandinavian country.
Which is also
the land of my people.
Something that we've been considering, as well as maybe visiting there.
Yeah.
Holly says Krusty Gang in space. It'd be, he projectile peed when he was getting into a grooming van, but when the G forces pushing on his little bladder might increase the stream distance.
No, what you would have is he would projectile pee, and then the pee would float around. Does urine stay together in space, or does it disperse? That's a question.
I can't say I've ever been there. Do you know any other language, either of you? I don't think I do anymore. I think I know broken.
Tyler went to Chinese class back in the day.
Well, I went to
Sunday school Chinese class.
Yeah, it's Chinese school, Saturday mornings, 7 a.m. And then I also took Chinese in high school.
People say it turns into blobs. Chibihu says it turns into blobs.
Into blobs.
There you go.
That could be the guy that there's like a crew at the International Space Station that has made like a variety of viral videos. That's the content we want. Is pee.
No, there's actually a really cool video from the International Space Station of like how you do your morning routine in space. And it's like people showing how they brush their teeth and stuff. It's cool.
Caitlin Hart says, Tyler, can you come back to Twitter? You're missing out. I think I am too emotionally involved in professional sports to use Twitter. Because it's just a matter of time before,
Yeah, no one really wants to hear Tyler's real opinions about anything.
especially about sports. Yeah. Brooke Goodell says, thank you for all this. Thanks to you guys. Thank you to you guys for doing the, signing up for the memberships and hanging out with us. Like, again, like it's really fun for us. We wish we could do it more, frankly, but for us to kind of, have that chance, we got to figure out, we got to streamline more. We got to figure out what's going on. Rowdy Lambro says, do you guys use TikTok?
I'm considering it.
You're considering TikTok?
Well, I'd be an idiot not to. It's the new big thing. How else are you going to get to the mainland Chinese audience? YouTube's banned. You got to use TikTok, man.
I don't know.
It's an untapped market.
I don't know. Okay. My white bat and I are sad to know. Oh, I thought you meant that you had like a bat.
Literal bat.
Yeah, because we're trying to figure out how to interact with those things. But people, even at like charitable organizations, don't like letting strangers in.
Yeah.
To do it, so we'd have to get certified, which we were willing to do.
Yeah.
But we still got rejected. So if you guys happen,
we might just be too old for TikTok. Would they
like
us there?
About TikTok?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean. It would be it'd be uncharted waters.
What I would say is we should probably post on Instagram more before we take on another platform.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what we shouldn't do.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Do more. Irish Rose says, I used to take care of a bat named Yoda. Is this
It's a great bat name.
Yeah, it is a great bat name because they kind of they look similar. How did you get to that bat?
Caitlin says the Jonas Brothers have TikTok and they're older than you. I don't think that they are older than me. I think I'm older than.
No, you're similar.
I'm older than Nick Jonas for sure.
You think? I don't know, Saf.
I am definitely older than Nick Jonas. Maybe the other ones, not so much. Kevin,
you're like a Goldilocks. You're the same age.
I'm the same age as Nick Jonas.
You're Nick's age.
He's like 2 months younger than me.
Yeah, so don't speak
all right.
soon.
I'm old.
Well, Alexia says Sophia's a hag. As in like an old hag.
That's so rude.
Yeah. I believe she means it lovingly. So. No, I don't think we're too old for TikTok, but.
Here's a good mug.
Oh, you're getting more mugs. All right, hold on, guys. I'll reveal. Sophia's over there. She's coming back. She's en route. Here, hit me. This is actually from our McDonald's wedding in Hong Kong. Is everything mirrored? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's backwards.
But they gave us a bunch of swag a lot of which we had to declutter because it was just McDonald's paraphernalia.
Exclusive final membership live stream content.
Here you go. Coming over here.
Here's what I'll say that I've been really happy about is that this is a terrible angle for me. Is that there's a lot of tchotchkes we used to have in our respective apartments that when we moved in together kind of got put in the garage because we didn't have space. But here's baby Tyler and Tyler's sister. Can you see? So cute.
Yeah.
So 90s, right? This has got to be like 92.
No.
91?
It's like 93.
93?
94.
I mean, just like Stephanie's like neon jacket is so how Fresh Prince of her.
Yeah, well, no, it is really Fresh Prince. It's like almost like the opening title cards of like Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Aesthetic. Yeah. It's like those like like they look almost like pizzas. They're like they use like a lot of like pink and like blue.
Like strange geometric shape.
It's kind of like everything that's in that Stranger Things 3 like photo montage. When like they're taking photos.
And then this one's me and my brother and my cousin.
Yeah.
I'm the big one. I'm the biggest one.
Yeah, look at that. I feel like it was kind of funny. It's like you can now know all of these people because my sister was officiating a wedding. Every person. That's Sophia's brother. That is your cousin who's your maid of honor.
Yeah.
So you kind of have seen a lot more of these people bouncing around here and there. So yeah, I mean, Sophia's right. There's just like a ton more of like our tchotchkes. Oh, I got crusty hair in my mouth. A lot more like tchotchkes that are out. You know, we have like old photos that didn't really get great sort of like real estate locationing in our old house. Like they had to be tucked away. So that's been a great element of this. Yeah. So that's kind of running.
I think that we got to get back to work.
We have a video we're working on. I think you guys are really going to like it. Should
we tell them what it is?
You guys want to be surprised? You want to know what video it is?
Do you want to know what video we're working on? It's not going to come out. I think that we're planning on posting it in 2 weeks exactly.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, we're planning on posting it or a little under 2 weeks, but like basically not this next week, but the week after, basically.
Yeah.
They want to know.
Well, you can tell them.
I want to know. Can you show me?
What song is that?
I want to know about these strangers like me. I think it's from Brother Bear.
Oh my God.
The video we're working on is, I feel like we've built it up to be something like really crazy.
It's not crazy. It's pretty normal. Yeah.
But the video we're working on is about the Amazon personal shopping service.
It's kind of like one of our like internet made us like maybe buy it. Like it's one of our haul video series. And it's like this.
Oh, it's from Tarzan. It's not from Brother Bear. Wow, I literally completely got that wrong.
It's just like a weird product. It's like a weird thing that we tried out.
Everyone is calling me out.
You don't even know. Yeah. So it's kind of like we were watching like our Style Boxes videos, a very late sequel to that, but it'll be fun. You guys will like it. It's cool. And Amazon's weird. And we make a lot of Jeff Bezos jokes in it. So
as many as I can stomach. Yeah. Nobody likes that dude.
No one likes him. So yeah, there you go, guys. I think we should, we got to get back to work, but it's been great talking to you guys. And then we will keep you updated with all the blocking and tackling. And so you guys can get the links if you guys want to for the previous ones. If you are a new member, you can, I think, go to the community tab and now you can see them and you can go through and grab them. So that way you guys can grab them.
Overall, what I would say is that number one, on the logistical side, we are definitely going to cancel before the end of the month so you guys can get refunded for January. And also Krusty's completely out of here. He's so over it.
Oh God.
He's over me. The second thing is that just thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us while we were figuring out live streaming. And thank you guys for being so understanding about what our plans are. And we will see you guys next time. I don't know how to end it. There we go, from here. Bye.